Welcome to the Common Patriot. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to be looking at Vortex new long-range hunting scope. Now I know what some of you are thinking. What is up with the headband? This is some new Vortexwear from Vortex Optics. And you know, they sent me this a few days ago. I put the headband on. I was going out with my family. And when I came downstairs, my wife just looked. She said, "You aren't going out in that." I was like, "Why not?" She's like, "You don't have a Harley." Well, that much is true. And I took what she said is that if I wanted to, I could go buy a Harley. But I am more into guns, so I thought I'll go buy guns and ammo and optics for the same amount as a Harley. If you have a cheap place in central Minnesota that I could maybe rent for a couple months, that might be helpful. I might have misread the situation with my wife. But moving on, just recently Vortex released this optic. Here's the 1-minute rundown of the Razor HD LHT 4.5x22 rifle scope. As mentioned, it has a 4.5x22 magnification on a 50mm objective lens. This is also a first focal plane rifle scope. It has parallax adjustment from 25 yards out to infinity. The scope body is constructed out of one-piece aluminum, and it is a 30mm tube. The scope has the zero-stop system that Vortex is known for, and it also has a lighted reticle with a push-button on-off switch. The Razor HD LHT also comes with Vortex's new reticle, the XLR-2. The lenses are fully coated with an anti-reflective coating, and it is shock-proof, fog-proof, and waterproof. All this in this scope only weighs 21.7 ounces. Just to put the scope through its paces a little bit, I've got targets set out from about 100 yards all the way out to 350 yards. I'm going to see if I can run them and use the tools that are in the scope and that first focal plane to shoot and make my adjustments if necessary. First shot's a hit. Let's go out to the second furthest target. Nice, there we are. I think that one's about 200. Let's go out to 300. Gotta bump the magnification up a little bit more. 1, 2, and 300. Let's bring it up to 350. There we go, there's 350. There's really three things that I think makes this scope really stand out. Number one, it has great magnification, 4.5x22. The other thing is that it also is only 21.7 ounces. That means I can put it on a Western big game rifle that I may shoot 4, 5, 6, 800 yards. It's not going to burden me a whole lot to carry that around if I feel like I need that kind of magnification for the job that I'm doing. And having that first focal plane option is just fantastic, because once you start shooting first focal plane scopes where your subtensions in your scope are always correct, whether you're at 5 power, 10 power, or 22 power, that is huge, especially in a fluid scenario where you're just dialing in your scope to what you need, and then you want to be able to make your reads at the distance that you are without having to be at full magnification. That's the thing about second focal plane scopes, is that they're usually only accurate at full magnification. Those are some of the key factors. We took it all the way across this field to 350, 60 yards, and I want to take it all the way across the swamp out to 800 yards. I have a challenge target gong set up on the other side over there, and I want to see if I can hit that with the Vortex Razor HD LHT 4.5x22. Let's go for 800 yards. There's 800 yards. Took me a few shots to get in there, and I just hit the very bottom of that gong. I saw that the other two shots went a little bit low, adjusted my hold from what I thought it was supposed to be, and we got it. So there you have it. That was a look at the new Razor HD LHT 4.5x22 rifle scope. Check it out. Check out your local dealer. Shoot it. I'm loving it. Can't wait to put it on my big Western game rifle that I'm working on right now. It hasn't arrived yet, but when it does, I'll make sure to show you guys. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching the channel. Remember, you're a Common Patriot, so be bold, be strong. Don't ever give up. God bless. We'll see you next time.